What's going on, guys? So just doing a quick video just to show the submissions that we've got in at the store today, just to send off to Tag. So this one here is a tag graded slab. This one we've just had in store that we've been using to show people what they do look like. So just a good example. So first of all, just going to go over what we've got. I'm going to repack everything that's in top loaders so that it's in the correct stuff to send off. So we do have a few personal submissions by Josh. So he's got this one here, the Mega Gengar Attack Rare. So we're expecting a 10 out of that one. It's also got the Mega Attack Rare Charizard. We're reckoning a 10 out of that one as well. It's got both the English and Japanese Mega Charizard X. We're thinking 10s on those ones, so fingers crossed there. Yeah, he's got the 151 Charizard as well. It is a nice clean copy, pretty well scented. And then we've got two Venusaurs. He loves his Bulbasaur all the way through. Got the simplified Chinese Gengar. That one's a nice one out of the gem packs. And then we do have my personal stuff. So we've got Zekrom, Reshiram, and N. Definitely have to send those three in together. Reckon they'll all 10 as well. The Japanese one as well. Not too hopeful on that one because it does have some print lines. So still nice to send in. A nice Pikachu V full art. Pulled this one myself. I reckon it should have a good shot, 9 or 10. You got a bit of older stuff that I've got throw in. Got Salamence level X. Had this one for a long time now. Reckon we should get a 9, hopefully. Got the Raichu. He does have a bit of a bunged corner though. It's not focusing. There we go. But thinking maybe an 8-ish. Just be nice to have in the slab. Got this bad boy here. Nice little Charmander City Championship promo. Not too hopeful for a 10 on that one. Does have a bit of a scratchy here, but does have a nice swirl in it. Got a shiny Ponyta, Duskull, and Voltorb from some older sets. Not too hopeful on a high one on those ones. A few surface scratches, little bits of whitening on the back. Milotic from EX Dragon Frontiers. Again, pulled this one myself. Has the tiniest little white spotty up there, but you know, I've seen worse sneak through in 10s. Got a bit of vintage here, Dark Blastoise, base set Charizard. Had these guys for who knows how long. Nothing too great on the grades, I reckon, for them. So. Then we've got a XY pre-release Charizard. Pulled this bad boy myself back in the day. Pretty hopeful on that one, at least an 8 or 9. And then on to the store submission. So first of all, simplified Chinese Cubone. It's a very nice cute artwork. Hopefully like a 9 or 10. Pretty hopeful on that one. A Charizard XY promo. These were from the Generations boxes back in the day. All round pretty decent, but looking at probably an 8 or a 9 on that one. The Deoxys V Max. That's a nice Galarian Gallery from the Crown Zenith back in the day. You know, it's pretty minty. Hopefully that 9 or 10. Then we got a CP6 versus a Mew. That one's another nice one. We reckon that one could pristine. And then we've got the Shining Legends full set. Now I'm not too hopeful on all 10s on these ones because some of them have pretty rough centering, but may as well send the whole lot together. Yeah, here we go. This is the Arceus with the not great centering. Next up, we've got the Mewtwo from the Team Rocket set. glory of Team Rocket. Did not pull this myself out of the briefcase, but that's all right. And then we've got a nice Jungle Vaporeon here. Now, probably like a 7 or an 8, but always worth sending the vintage in when it's nice. Arceus V-Star, definitely love the Crown Zenith quality. Into some more CP6, we've got the Gyarados. Bloody beautiful. Should be a tenner. Same with the Chansey. He's got a nice swirl in the bottom corner there. Now also I'm not sure if what I'm showing is very good because the gimbal setup I've got covers the entire screen, exactly where I'm showing the cards off. Nice swirl on that Raichu as well. Got a nice vintage Blaine's Arcanine. Now this one does have a print line through the top that I noticed, but other than that, it is pretty good. Nothing else really going on there. And then we've got an Ampharos from one of the Neo sets. Big swirly in his tail there. It does have a fair bit of like light scratching on the front. Nothing too serious. A couple of little speckies on the back, but hoping for that 8 or 9. Might be the 8. So then we've got the Nidoking from Legendary Collection. Definitely one of my favourite sets. This one was not pulled by me, but pulled by a friend. We definitely had to pick this up though. Next up, we've got some first edition base set. Now, no holos unfortunately. I sold all of mine back in the day and it is one of my biggest regrets. But, a bunch of first editions there. They should get around your 7s to 9s. There's a few different ones in there. Got an Arceus again, but an English one. Hoping for that 9-10. And then a Shining Lugia. Now that again, she's nice, but not too dead set on the 10 for that one. We've got some Mega Dream. So we've got the Ends Zoroark here. Wanted to just take this one home myself, but can't be taking everything home from the shop. Next up, we do have our Dragonite, Mega Dragonite, sorry. So this one's a beautiful card, and this is one of the only cards that we do have a duplicate of in this submission. So this one will be put at the front, in between mine and Josh's personals, instead of in the shop set, so that way we can differentiate, as they're both super clean copies. We've got the Mewtwo, again another super clean copy, really keen to get the Mega Dreams back. And then we've even got an English Mega Attack Rare Dragonite. It's the only one I've seen that's pretty well scented, not really perfect, but that's alright, should be right, we'll give her a go. That's it for the shop and the personal submissions. I have also spoke to people submitting and they're happy to have their stuff shown in the video. Alright, of course we're going to have some issues here with the backdrop, that's alright, I'll leave it. So we've got one of our regulars, Ronnie. He's got the Meowth from the new set. Looked over it, pretty clean copy. Just a nice one to chuck away, he reckons. So pop that one in. And then the first bit of sports card, we've checked in. These ones are fine to send through because they're standard size. So it's a Shohei Ohtani. I'm not too much into the baseball, but I've heard of him before. So hopefully that one's a nice one. Then we've got a Aaron Holiday, nice optic signature. Again, I'm not really a sports guy, but some nice looking cards here. We've got an Aubrey Dawkins. That's a nice Prism Panini one. And then we've got a Jose Alvarado, probably. I've probably said that very wrong, but it's a nice another signature card. And that's it for Ronnie's. So he's got 5 total cards there. Now next up, I've got Clint. So Clint has given us a Blastoise and Groudon to send through for him. Now these ones, we had a bit of a look. We reckon the Groudon could get about an 8, 7, 8-ish, and then the Blastoise we're looking at about a 6. So Blastoise pulled it out of his personal collection. He's had it since he was a kid, so sending it off for the memories. And the Groudon, he's just sick. That's a sick card. Next up we've got Daniel. So Daniel's given us a Gold Star Greninja. Now it's looking pretty clean, you know, maybe the tiniest little white speck there. Centering's good, corners are smooth, not a single scratch on it. Bloody beautiful. There's Houndoom. We just traded it out to him and he's like, yeah, I'll bring it back, we'll get it graded. Why not? We were going to grade it anyway, so either way it's getting sent off one way or another. So he's real nice, has the tiniest little white speck here, but other than that, it's only got some little surface scratches on here that look like, you know, an older sleeve might have done it. So pretty hopeful in that 8-9 territory for that one. Next up, we've got our only Magic the Gathering card that we've had chucked in. So Ben has given us a Soul Stone. So he's gone through, we've had a look at it. It's beautiful. Nothing wrong with it. Maybe the centering's a bit hair going, but could still pull a tenner, I reckon. Maybe a bit right heavy, but still worth a shot. Get it in a nice case. Next up, we've got Tyler and Bree dropped in a couple of cards together. So we've got the Charizard V-Star promo. This one came out of the old premium collection box. So only a tiny little white speck up here. I'll try and get the light just right. And then besides that, she's looking pretty good. Centering's nice. Centering was a big issue on these ones, but who knows, we might pull a 10. And then this is our duplicate Mega Dream Mega Dragonite. So this one will be going at the end of the submission, and we'll pop it in with her and Tyler's other cards, just to make sure that they're kept apart and we know where we are in the submission, so no mix-ups. But I'd say we could be looking at a 10 on that one as well. Next up, Gold Giratina V-Star. This is one of my top 5 cards that I love. I've got 2 of these at home, and I reckon this one has a decent shot. Maybe a little right heavy on right heavy on the back. Front's looking real nice, but and then next up we have Mark. Mark's dropped in a couple of sports cards. We're still waiting for confirmation about these ones from Tag to see if we can send these ones through. I'll be sending him a message when they get back to us tonight. He's got a couple of signed cards. We got Tassisa Livia and Dane Carlaw. Now, I don't really know too much about sports. I'm a sit-on-the-computer guy, so I'll probably butcher their names, and she'd be right. And then, last of all, we have it's a Dutch Pikachu, but it's the gold tail stamp, the ones that they gave out at the 2000 Olympics. So, still waiting for confirmation to see if that one counts as English, and we'll see how we go with that one. The guys that I'm still waiting for confirmation for, we haven't charged them, so we'll only do that if they do accept them. Sweet as, and that is all of it sorted out. There may be some other submissions that we pick up tonight off a couple of guys, but that is all.